Alright, welcome to another episode of Last Moments with the 540. I kind of enjoy this because it's like a little monologue. I got music in my ear and gloves on. Alright, so what we're doing today is dropping the rear subframe. It's not much more to it. It's kind of cool being under a car and actually seeing what it's like consists of. And a little secret between me and you, I never dropped the rear subframe, so yeah, no honesty there. Alright, I kind of was unprepared with the whole camera, so I already got started, and this should just drop like pretty soon, so let's get it. How are you guys enjoying this? Do you guys enjoy the last moments with the 540? The tools I used was a 22, 13, and a 19. This is a 19. Let's do it. This should drop the diff. Alright, diff is dropped. This is quite scary, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not sure. Maybe I should position this on to the bottom of the diff. Oh, scary. It's dropping. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes working on cars, it's a little bit therapy session. When it goes right and you're not rushing. And the time right now feels amazing. Just being under a car, sometimes I actually enjoy it. Guys, yesterday was UFC 298. And yeah, if you're a UFC fan, you know why I'm a little big bum. You know, it's cool for a young, for some reason that Jackson over there is not on 3 posts except for that fourth one. Anyways, young contenders, you know, it's cool to have them, but like, you gotta respect the OGs. And this guy was being disrespectful, so I was like, I'm a fan of Volkanovski, and I witnessed him getting knocked out cold. And that hurt. I was like, damn. Yeah, so we'll see what the future holds, but I'm a little bummed out. Another thing, y'all, between me and you, right? This whole last moments of the 540, how are you guys? Are you guys a type of person that likes to witness the last moment of something? Or do you want to be, like, not conscious of it happening right in front of you, you know what I mean? I always catch myself like actually witnessing, at least when I'm aware and I have a choice. Do you want to see the last moments? I always go to the yes. But what about you guys? Ugh. Yeah, I put my kitty to sleep, and they're like, "Do you want to be here to watch it?" I was like, "Yeah." So you know, they gave her the shot. Which is kind of crazy. I asked the doctor, does this happen? Does this work on humans? He's like, unfortunately it does. I was like, wow. If I'm a little monotone, it's just because focus and I'm calm right now. But also, just, you know, I don't know if this would ever be somebody's first video, but if you found me from these videos, right? Once upon a time I was in love with these cars. And this car was the car that got all the love. You know, I had a lot of cars at the same time, so it was kind of hard to give a car all of the love. But this one, as you can see, received a lot. And there was cars before this car that kind of like distracted me. I thought I was going to make money to actually put into this car, but now looking back, I feel like it was a distraction. So there's been other cars that I built before this. This was the car that I actually took my time and put a lot of time and energy into. Not me, many other people too. You know, a lot of people helped me with this build, but this was the cleanest car that I ever had. It was one of those cars that, like, when I take a photo of it, I'd be like, is this my car? It just didn't seem real. It didn't seem like my car. It was like one of the photo bucket cars. The youngsters probably don't even know what photo bucket is, but or Google image, it would just be like a car that was on the internet that just you look forward to having, or you just like use it as motivation for you to build your car. And then I took a photo of it and I look at it and I'm like, dude, this is my car. This is crazy. And I wasn't a guy that cared about aesthetics, right? Or just how it looked, because this car went to many phases. It looked like Shiza for a cool minute. And the only thing I loved about it was how it drove. And I say that I took care of it, the like internals a lot, which is, I did the best I could, but it wasn't no heavy modifications. It was all stock. And combination of me living in the sea level and then my cat's probably being hollow, it just kind of had that extra pump in it, you know? It's just by the luck. And yeah, every time I drove this car, it made me feel like a damn boss, a damn baller. Just imagine this car back in the day, like the doctor that had it or whoever had it. Because these cars were dummy expensive and very, very luxury items. When I drove this car, I felt like a boss. It was so cool having a German car make the noises of an American. And I always thought I was a straight six guy. It's just gonna be a lot of half turns. I always thought I was a straight six type of guy, right? But the moment I got a 540, I was like, damn. I remember when I first seen when my buddy had one, buddy Michael, and I had my wagon, and I had a head start on him. Like I seen him and I floored it. We were going on on-ramp, and I was like, I'm gonna pass him. I had momentum on my side, you know? So I floor it. And then he floors it, this dude's gone. I'm like, yo, this is drastic difference between 525. I didn't think it would pull like that, but it pulled. And now looking at it, what is it? 260 horsepower for, is it 260? Damn, I've been in the game for a minute. I'm forgetting the numbers from this motor. All right, if anybody knows, and if I'm wrong, is it 260 that the M60 produces? And then it's 189 around there for the M50 non-Vanos or Vanos motor. So yeah, it's like 160 horsepower. Hell yeah, that's way faster. Now I'm in my head about numbers because I don't know if I calculated that right. Anyways, we're dropping it. Moving on to the M5. When I got an M5, right? Yes. So if you don't know nothing about, I'm down here, brother. If you don't know nothing about me, right? I had every chassis of E34s, all of them. The one that America offered, you know. I had a 525 wagon, 535, 530, 540, and the M5. I know in Europe you guys have like the 520, 518, which is crazy. I would love to get my hand on that. And if you guys do watch the channel, I plan to visit Europe again, so let me know, yo. Let me know. I'll pull up on you guys. Alright, well, we're gonna have to jack this up because I thought I had the jack off of the point, but it's not. Oh, I haven't been hitting the gym. Your boy's been feeling weak. Sketch. Yeah, this one should be fairly quick because I'm just gonna drop the rear subframe and then probably talk about the new car. That's what I'm thinking. I need to start talking about the new car. I have all this content I need to edit and release. But instead, I am shooting. Change angles for you guys. You know, I always thought that I was gonna be like over being on my back. But now that we have the shop, you know, temporarily we're still on our back until we get a lift. But I would love to spend more time under my cars because it's just kind of like a thing of beauty to understand how this like cars work. It's fairly simple. You have, you know, your rear subframe, which is like, once I drop this, you'll see all the components in the rear. Ooh. This is my first time actually dropping a rear subframe on an E34, believe it or not. Let's lower it a little bit, just so we go back on the jack stands. Sheesh, that baby's lowing. It's lowing. Careful, y'all. Almost got guillotine there. Alright, I think that should be it. Only thing I'll probably hold us up is the e-brake, but we'll cut that when it drops. All I did was 4 13 bolts for the subframe brackets, 2 22mm bolts for the actual subframe bolts, and then 119 for the rear end for the diff. Oh, and then 3 13s, so 6 13s on the top for the strut, and a 19 in the back for the strut mount, I think, or 22, I think, or 21. My bad. Alright. Yo, this is crazy. Can't believe it's the first time I'm actually dropping to rear subframe. I think we're stuck up on e-brakes. So I'm gonna cut those. Cut the rear brake. Should I cut the rear brake or should I just undo it? There we go. We got one out. I just want it to hang by its. There we go. 2 out. Yeah. See, that's all I wanted it to hang by, so I could more tension, the more better, right? Because then I could get the snips and go a little heavier. All right, came back with a little bit of heavier machinery, which is, I think this is a tile blade. That's a diamond blade, so it should be fine. Shout out to Evan for letting me borrow the tool, even though he doesn't know. So I didn't have no safety glasses, so this is what I'm working with. That was really scary, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, son! We got it all. Okay, we get one more. Let's do it. And then we can celebrate. Just don't scream like a little girl this time. It's a little scary, bro.
Just like a little mini big rig?
Like a truck. This is where the frame has been, if you guys haven't seen that. So this is like this. And this is like that. Which I thought that was like that, but this is the one that's like crooked. Is it fixable? Would you guys have fixed it? Yep, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up and then get ready for the mountains.